The Johnstown flood is a very important historical aspect throughout the area, shaping what the town has become. Many of the visitors and/or residents of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, are unaware of the history that has taken place here and just how it has affected this area. On May 31st, 1889, the area of Johnstown was changed forever, resulting in a struggling town that was flooded with water and debris. Today I'm going to be talking about the leading causes of the flood, the event itself taking place, and the destruction of Johnstown after the flood had passed through. First, we can take a look at what factors went into causing the flood. There were many factors that went into causing the collapsing of the South Fork Dam. The dam was built on the Little Conemaugh River that contained a clubhouse built for the South Fork Fishing and Hunting Club that consisted of the rich families of Pittsburgh, like Carnegie, Frick, and many others that started this clubhouse for their families. These rich families used the dam to their advantages, minimizing the area that was meant for water to be used for boating and other water activities, while not taking proper care of repairs when they were necessary. Fish nets were also put up at the spillways to keep game fish in the lake for fishing, which later would cause problems with exiting water. Secondly, we can talk about the flood itself and the actual breaking of the dam and the town becoming flooded with millions of tons of water. There had been much rainfall that day, which already started to cause flooding, leading to the netted spillways to become backed with no way in unclogging them safely. Around 3 p.m. that day, the dam had broke, sending a rolling wave of 20 million tons of water with the force of Niagara Falls. This wave traveled 14 miles, carrying debris of all kinds, even people in it. The waves swept through many towns, even pulling 33 train engines into the raging waters, taking down almost anything in its path, and finally dying down about an hour or so later. Lastly, we can look at the aftermath and destruction of the flood. The aftermath and destruction of the Johnstown flood was catastrophic. The death toll stood at around 2,209 people, with almost 99 families having been wiped out from the flood. The flood caused $17 million in damages and leaving the majority of Johnstown completely obliterated. It took around 5 years to rebuild Johnstown, which again endured 2 more deadly floods in 1936 and 1977, which weren't nearly as bad as this one. In conclusion, the breaking of the South Fork Dam and the flooding of Johnstown had resulted in many casualties and destructions, impacting the town's future and all of its people. The main causes of the flood, the breaking of the dam, and the aftermath of the flood all tie into Johnstown's important history that changed the area forever. Even with the 777 unidentifiable bodies, we pay our respects to the victims of this catastrophic event every single day, and we will never forget this crucial part of Johnstown history. Even today, you are still able to go to the exact site where the flood had started and the dam had broke. There is no longer the South Fork Dam present, for it had flooded and completely got destroyed. But you are able to see the memorial site and the museum of the dam and the flood, which show the exact path of the water traveled and videos on how the flood had started and happened. There's also a gift shop to pay your respects.